brake fluid. You can see through the reservoir on the side that the level is good. Here's an indicator, says maximum. This car has a sensor, so it's going to tell you when the fluid is getting low, which would indicate your brake pads are getting thinner. But if we look at the color of the fluid, you can see there you can't see through it. Brake fluid should be clear, similar to like a Crisco light cooking oil. This brake fluid as we can see looking in the reservoir is far from clear. Actually it's turned a greenish color, which is kind of common for Fords, and is murky, not clearly visible. What happens here is very similar to the rack and pinion synopsis. Trying to lighten up cars nowadays, they're making a lot of your braking components, being your master cylinder, some calipers, wheel cylinders, your ABS components are being made out of aluminum, and aluminum just doesn't dissipate heat like cast iron. They're trying to lighten up the cars, so they're using a lot of aluminum to get better gas mileage for you. But the maintenance obviously is being neglected on this one. What this does is, when you have a metal material that doesn't dissipate the heat like cast iron, when they start going to aluminum, it makes your operating temperature inside of your brake system operate at a higher temperature, which boils the fluid. Now if you look at this reservoir, it's plastic, just like that great Tupperware, and the seal and cap is also plastic. So what happens when you have a boiling fluid is you get condensation inside of the Tupperware. As you're driving down the road, that condensation, which is water, drips into the brake fluid, contaminating it, which lowers the boiling point of the brake fluid. Water also starts causing rust in your brake lines and your brake components. That's where you'll start getting a caliper to seize, seals on a caliper or a wheel cylinder start going out, ABS pumps or modules start to fail, master cylinders start to fail. This is a fluid that's very often overlooked and neglected. AAA now is on the preventive maintenance recommendations, and they are even recommending to change, completely flush your brake system every year or every 20,000 miles or any time you do a brake job. The advantage of this, a complete system flush, is normally under $100. You have to buy calipers. Some of these cars have four-wheel calipers. You're looking at about $150 a piece, not including labor, and then you have to do the flush anyway. Your master cylinder, ABS components will all be damaged by neglecting this fluid.